Hi guys, just doing a quick review of the new Texas Chainsaw movie. And let's say, I guess it's okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I'm going to really talk about spoilers. Probably only going to spend 3 minutes on, non-spoilers and then 3 minutes spoilers, because I'm probably just going to go for this review really quick. So yeah, I just thought it was okay. I can't remember if I've seen the one before this. Was it like in 2017? I can't really remember. I mean, the last one I remember watching is when, Leatherface had like a sister or something. Cousin? I can't really remember. But yeah, that's the last one I watched, and I think there was one after that. So I am still behind with the franchise, and I guess I just watched this one just to see how it turned out anyway. Because yeah, I still got to review the other ones as well, like I did on my other channel. Because I know the one that I was supposed to watch next and review, that's one of the worst ones, if not the worst one. So yeah, that's probably why I haven't really reviewed the rest of them yet. But I will eventually on this channel, yeah. But as for this one, like I said, it was okay. We've got these four characters. Like, there's two sisters. There's Dante, who I guess he kind of has like he's like some restaurant guy or something, and I kind of bought the D to basically Leatherface's mum's place. And when that happens, like I guess that causes problems, and it brings back Leatherface, and wanting to kill again and stuff. And I'll talk about the rest in spoilers. As for the rest of the movie, the kills were pretty good. Yeah, it got really gory. I was kind of surprised. Like, whoa, there was scenes where I was just like, oof, damn, that's really gory. Yeah, so they definitely did the best when it came to the gore. Yeah, like that's probably like 10 out of 10 gore. And if you're not really a big fan of gore, then yeah, that's all I'll say. But as for the characters, that's like the iffy part of the movie. I mean, they're not Halloween Kills bad, because Halloween Kills is probably like my least favorite horror movie ever made. Like, Jesus, I've never seen characters so dumb in a movie. Like, oh my god, like, oh my god, I don't even want to start talking about that movie. But yeah, they don't make that kind of dumb choices. But there are some characters in this movie where I'm just like, why would they even do that? Which I'll get to that in spoilers. But yeah. And they also bring back an old character, which I guess I'll talk about that in the spoilers, and I'll give you my opinion about what they do with that character as well. As for Leatherface himself, I guess he was alright. Yeah, definitely had some awesome kills. Definitely menacing like he used to be. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that part's good as well. Yeah. The location, it's not really. There's not really much to say about the location. Out of all the locations I've remember from the movies, basically, this is probably my least favorite location. There's not really much to it, and they're mostly in the house as well, which I guess kind of makes sense. But yeah, like this property that they've taken over, and that kind of causes problems to make Leatherface go after him. And I guess I could start talking about spoilers now. Yeah, so spoilers if you haven't watched the movie, and I guess I'd recommend it. I mean, it's not brilliant. I'd rather go back and watch the first movie, and I just know that that's always going to be the best one. But I think it makes up for maybe some of the bad, I guess, Texas Chainsaw movies. Yeah. And yeah, let's get to spoilers. So yep, spoiler warning. All right, where should I start? So yeah, about the deed. So basically, some young kids come to Texas, and because they basically got this property where they can start a restaurant and stuff, something like that. And I guess to kind of get the deed to our house and basically kick out this lady, which this lady is basically Leatherface's mum. And something kind of happens, like I don't know if it's because she's in shock that she's basically losing a house, and she just dies at the same time. And they try, I guess, take her to the hospital or something. Like the sheriff and all that come, because they kind of introduce themselves to the characters as well. Because I guess they're kind of watching out for him, and I guess they knew somehow that the mother was dying. It's just kind of weird, because I was thinking it was going to do what they normally do, where a part of the town is kind of with Leatherface, and it's going to be like a twist or something. Like, because you've watched a lot of the movies, you're going to think like something like that's going to happen, but it actually never happens. Like, all these characters they introduce, like the police, the sheriff, that mechanic, just a lot of those characters, you'd think at least one of them, like the shopkeeper as well, who I guess they talk to, like you'd think at least one of them would end up being a killer. with Leatherface, but none of them actually were. I don't even know if the mum was a killer, and I don't even know what. I don't even know, because is this also canon to the old movies as well? Because I'm not really sure about the older movies. Is this actually canon to them? I'm a bit confused with that. Yeah, unless this is like a different timeline, like what they did with the Halloween movies, where Halloween 1, then there's Halloween 2018, and then the all four Halloween kills. Like that's a separate timeline to a lot of the original movies. Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's that kind of situation. Yeah, because basically, yeah, the mum dies. Leatherface wants to get revenge. He kills the sheriff people, and for some reason, Dante's girlfriend is with them, which makes no sense. Because out of all the characters, I think it was one of the sisters who actually cared about her at all and felt bad about kicking her out of the house. While Dante was just like, damn, when she found out she died. And then that's when she went back to the house. Well, they kind of both went back anyway to get the deed and stuff. And then, basically the Dante, he gets like chains. Well, is he even chainsawed? Like, does he get like. He gets hit by something anyway, like a blade from Leatherface. And then I guess the other sisters kind of hiding the whole time. And then the one who had like some PTSD experience, or basically she got like shot in the past by her dad or something. I didn't really get the whole story because they kind of showed like a little flashback, but it was only like a few seconds. Yeah. So she kind of has like a deal with guns anyway. Yeah. But eventually, by the end of the movie, she kind of gets over it and tries to fight Leatherface when all of her friends are dying. Because I guess Dante's girlfriend, like, she was with the sheriff people for some reason, which made no sense. That's one of the dumb decisions they make in the movie. And, she gets killed. Like, she tries her best to warn people and stuff. And some of the characters that they even warn, like, well, that she warned, we don't even see for the rest of the movie. So I'm just like, I think they kind of rushed this movie. I feel like it could have been a bit longer because a lot of characters and stuff, like the way how things went down, it felt a bit rushed. When it was finally getting to the parts where Leatherface is killing people, and he kind of tests off the sheriff's face, if that's the sheriff, I think, or was it the other guy, one of the other police people, and then he puts on the iconic Leatherface. Yeah, I just feel like the movie kind of goes a bit too fast compared to when they're setting things up, and then it just goes by so fast that I kind of forget some of the characters in the movie. Yeah, like that shopkeeper guy, you'd think like he'd be helping Leatherface or something, but they don't even really do anything with him. Yeah, so he was kind of pointless in the movie, even though he's the one who kind of gives him the information about Sally, which Sally's the one who returns. Because I guess just think like if Lois Strode was trying to kill, well, was waiting to kill, Michael for like 30, 40 years, which she kind of does in, Halloween 2018, which, great movie. I mean, some parts are there's a bit of flaws, but still a great sequel. Yeah. It's like if she just completely went crazy, like just became so obsessed, where she's willing to also use innocent people as bait to get to the killer, basically. Yeah. Like imagine Laurie Strode like actually using her family just to get to Michael Myers and then ends up getting him killed or something. I mean, yeah, that would be so messed up. And that's what they basically do with Sally in this movie. And I guess it's not the same actor. I kind of checked; it's a different actor. Yeah. So yeah, Sally from the original movie, like the only survivor from the original movie, kind of comes back, wanting to kill I guess Leatherface after all this time. It's been like 40, 50 years since she's been waiting to kill him. She finally gets him, so she's willing to do anything to kill him. As for the remaining characters who are still alive, because one of the sisters was in the house trying to escape Leatherface, like oh man, she goes for a lot in that house, like getting hit in the face with a hammer and then falling down the stairs, getting a bit chainsawed a bit on the shoulder, just and then like when he's chainsawing the pipe, like a lot of the the stuff go on her, like oh god. Then they just run away together. They get to a bus to try and escape. And yeah, let's say that doesn't go well. Because the driver basically goes out the car, gets his head, chainsawed off, even though we didn't even hear anything. And then everyone just gets chainsawed. Yeah. Like all the people in the bus. But they kind of use that to an advantage to escape, like from the roof. Then it ends up with Sally finding them. She kind of locks them in the car without giving them the keys to drive away until a bit later on where she knows she can't. She knows she's going to get him killed, so she kind of gives him the keys. Sally's trying to fight Leatherface, and she's kind of pissed that, Leatherface doesn't remember her, and then she gets like chainsawed in the chest, but she's still able to fight back with her shotgun, I guess. Yeah. Then she eventually gives it to one of the main characters, the one who had a problem with guns. She becomes brave and tries to fight Leatherface instead of helping her sister, who kind of gets stuck when they try to win him over. Like, she gets stuck in the car. So I guess she has to get herself out. But then the sister kind of fails trying to fight Leatherface. So then the other sister, who was stuck in the house, kind of helps out. And then I guess the other sister just gets the shotgun. It isn't really enough. So the other sister kind of gets a chainsaw and just goes, psh. Then, yeah, he's definitely dead. Like, I've seen a lot of characters do a lot more damage to Leatherface compared to like, that's all she did, and you thought he was dead. So, but at the end, basically, it's not really shown if Sally's alive or not. Her body just disappeared, but her hat was still there, and the picture of her old friends and brother from the first movie, and you don't really get a confirmation if she's alive or not. She just like vanished. And I don't know if she saw like maybe his body, Leatherface, so she thought it was over or something. I have no idea. But then when they're trying to, I guess, drive back home after what happened, out of nowhere, Leatherface comes, smashes the window, takes the sister, and chainsaws her head off. Then we get the classic, spin around with the chainsaw. And then the movie ends, and then after the credits, we kind of see Leatherface going to this house. I don't know if it's the same house, or like it's a completely different house, or maybe one of the houses from... I don't know if it's the house from the original movie, I'm not sure. But I guess you could comment below, and I guess I'll end it here, which, it's gone on enough. It was supposed to be only 6 minutes, but I guess there was a lot to cover. I was trying to go through it fast. But yeah, what would I rate this movie? It would be 6.5, 6.6 out of 10. I don't even know if that's too low, but it's not, brilliant. So yeah, it's an okay watch. It's like, if I was gonna rewatch a Leatherface movie, I'm just always gonna watch the original one without even needing to watch the sequels, really. Yeah. And that's about it. So yep, I'm just gonna wrap it up here. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching, and peace.